Now, I want to know, do you find yourself craving certain kinds of foods throughout the day? Maybe something salty, or let's be honest, something not very healthy?
Well, for me, it's candy, and Heather actually spoke with an expert who had some great food swaps. Why don't we take a look?
Do you need a snack? No problem, but skip the chips and dip. Get your hand out of that candy bowl and satisfy your cravings a better way. We have chef and best-selling author Cheryl Forberg with us this morning to teach us some food swaps. Cheryl, thank you so much for being here this morning.
Thanks for having me, Heather.
Well, this is important stuff because I know we've all been there. We're craving something sweet, maybe something salty, maybe even just some comfort food. But, you know, let's really talk about why we have those cravings. What triggers them?
Sure. Sometimes our body is simply telling us that we need a particular nutrient, so it's really a nutritional craving. Sometimes it's hormonal, but most of the time it's emotional. All of us are emotional eaters on some level, whether it's eating when we're happy, sad, depressed, or all of the above. So when I'm talking to my contestants on The Biggest Loser, that's one of the first things I suggest to them when they're having a craving is to ask themselves, are you really hungry? Because many of the times they're simply bored.
So is there a way to really kind of curb these cravings when they come on?
Well, yes, it's really important to kind of tune into that. As I mentioned, you know, asking yourself, first of all, if you are hungry. And if you are, then I have a few different suggestions that I've been sharing with the contestants on the show since season 1. It's from my new book called A Small Guide to Losing Big. And one of the most popular cravings I find that people have is for something salty and crunchy. And instead of reaching for chips, I recommend that they reach for pistachios. 49 pistachios have 150 calories, only 120 milligrams of sodium. They're salty, they're crunchy, and they're really indulgent, and they're satisfying. They help you to stay full. And on top of that, they're very portable. So it's a great snack that you can just throw in your gym bag or keep in the car in case that hunger or that craving strikes.
I think that's great. It's not just about eating something to satisfy that craving, but being prepared, having it with you at all times so that when it comes on, you're ready. So what other food swaps do you have for us today?
Being prepared, that's the operative word. Most of us don't plan ahead, and that's really, really important to have these things on hand. And these are kind of the foods that we have on hand at the ranch. Another craving that is really, really popular is for something sweet. And I like to recommend just learning to enjoy the sweetness of a piece of fruit. You don't have to have a candy bar. You don't have to have a donut every time you have that sweet craving. Try to enjoy the sweetness of a piece of fruit. But if you do have a little time to whip something up and you're really craving chocolate, this is another one of the recipes from my book. It's called Chocolate Silk. It's a really creamy pudding. I've made it with this light coconut milk. You could use low-fat or fat-free milk, really rich cocoa powder, really good vanilla. It makes a really creamy pudding. And here I've again topped it with a few more pistachios, so you have that sweet, salty thing that a lot of us really, really love.
Oh, and I'm definitely one of them. These are great swaps. What else do you have for us over there?
Well, another thing, most of us tend to eat too many carbs. We really eat too much bread, too many burritos, too many tortillas, and we really, really love pizza. So my clients and the contestants on the show are really happy to learn that they can still have pizza and not feel guilty. So instead of pizza crust, I have a recipe here for a portobello pizza. This is a mushroom cap that's filled with a little bit of marinara sauce, some cooked Italian sausage, a little bit of mozzarella cheese. You pop that in the oven for 8 to 10 minutes, and there are less than 100 calories in here. This is hands down one of the favorite recipes we have on the ranch. Everybody just loves to know that they can still eat pizza when they're trying to lose weight.
Well, it looks absolutely delicious. I can't thank you so much for coming and giving us these great ideas to swap out for some of these cravings that we're having. Would you ever recommend anybody try to quit cold turkey and diet without any kind of substitutions like this?
Well, the substitutions are important, but cold turkey, yes, sometimes that's just the way to go. And we don't have any processed foods on the ranch. We don't have any white stuff, white flour, white sugar, white rice. We don't have any soft drinks. So in a sense, yes, they are going cold turkey from a lot of their favorite things at the ranch. But this is one of the things I recommend when they get home, that they do spring cleaning, get rid of those things so that when a craving strikes, if your kitchen is filled with wonderful foods like this, you can't make a bad decision.
I love that. Well, Cheryl, this has been so great. Is there anything else you want to leave our viewers with this morning?
Just to be understanding and careful with yourself. You don't have to, we don't gain 10, 15, 50 pounds overnight. It took a while to put that on. So just know that it's okay. It's going to take a little while to take it off. Take small steps.
You got it. Well, Cheryl, thank you again. This has been absolutely wonderful. Have a great day.
Thanks, Heather. Thanks for having me.
Now stay where you are. The Morning Blend, we'll be right back.